So as of now, for contour desk on earthquake coverages, we just have contents as it in the drop down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the same is for attendant risk as well.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't sure because it's the drop down.
The Razorbacks will put total leather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense will get the first swing of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And the Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The offense changing the play. Trying to get the edge on the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Using the quick game. There we go. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll run it from the gun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The Sooners have this offense rolling. Motion from the wide receiver. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. A first down run on the doorstep. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooner. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance. You get, and when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in the game, and they can be a big part of it. Man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. So Arkansas's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to pass on second down. And down he goes back at the 3.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go. You've got to fire off the ball, because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lawrence. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, Alberta Auto. Because Alberta Auto uses Rebridge. This is basically with the Rebridge. Yeah. In service to you. Or this one.
And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wide receiver comes in motion. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. The sure hands, it's Anger. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Wants to throw again. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff is such a... job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to NC State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll do it himself. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads, read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping him.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. The throw. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the catch at the 10. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He leaves it with his back. breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though. I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start... shuts their guys down the field. Well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The give out of the gun. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. There's over. A lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that could run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Trying to pound it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Dumps it off in the flats. He gets it in! Touchdown Sooners!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Donald. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the...
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Well, the defense can smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Returner brings it out to the 32, and your Oklahoma Sooners will take over.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Quick toss. Look out, he's got room. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to him on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second.
Oh, he's got some space. Drills him with the stiff arm. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. First down, second down, third down right here. His opportunity, he gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a playmaker.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want to touch. You want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Safety, those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
So now it's second and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid. That hit.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's still running after the move. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Man, so many guys in position, play after play to get this guy on the ground, but Palmer, he just refuses to go down and makes big plays.
And when you make plays like that, David, you're basically guaranteeing yourself more touches as this game goes on because the play caller now knows no matter what, you're going to make dudes miss and make me look good.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't.
Touchdown, Arkansas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He tries to take the top off. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Donald. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback making checks. Trying play action. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Punt is on its way. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll give it to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
And the Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Send that offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
He stays out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Brings up second down.
After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Donald. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
26, Arkansas, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a great job by the the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And another. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Here we go.
They'll try to run for it. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield. Record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
And you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns Palooza. What a nice day.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. There he goes. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion. They were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback. this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Going to swing it on second down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top. He's got him. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the comeback is on. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability in that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in the game, 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
But when the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Here's a hit. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. He now has 72 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. The play-action fake. Throws to the tight end. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man to the left. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for them.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time, tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He might want another play. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. He'll walk and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on the 2nd and 2. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Now on second down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Quickly out to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Short gain on the completion. Good footwork. Gets him the first down. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Arkansas.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Guys, that one was a